The Jets are off to their best start for a season since 2010, which ironically is the last time they qualified for the playoffs. Fans just can't contain their optimism for this team. So what are your thoughts on the Jets' play so far this season?
So it's been a great start. It's been a long time coming and couldn't be happier.
It's been awesome to see the Jets win in comparison to previous years. So Zach Wilson's going to pull through tonight and we're going to crush it.
What are your thoughts on this possibly being the Jets' first time in the postseason since 2010?
I tell you what, we're ready for this, and we got the defense to make something happen.
Heading into the season, what were your expectations for the Jets so far?
Actually, the over-under, I think, was 4.5, Vegas had, and they've exceeded that. So I think that's what we were expecting is, 4 or 5 wins. So this is way over expectations.
Who would you say is the one key Jets win that made you say, okay, this team is serious?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I think it might have been the second game of the year because I believe they lost the first game of the year, and then a lot of me and myself was like, oh great, another Jets year. But then they came around that second game and they just looked like a different team. They actually looked like, wow, this team has got something. And then they kind of kept that going the entire year. Even their last loss, they didn't play terrible, and you just felt like, okay, this might be a different kind of year. And again, I think Zach Wilson has a lot to do with that, and the defense, of course, and the way they're utilizing that offense to, like I said, he's not going to be that bombing quarterback, but they're running the ball great, and they're taking those short passes, and they just look like a legitimate contender right now.
Zach Wilson on the season has 4 touchdowns so far and 5 interceptions. Do you think they're almost winning in spite of him, and obviously this formula will work for long?
I kind of say they're winning around him.
Yes.
They're not winning because of him or through him. They're winning around him. And I think they can win a lot of games that way. Now, there's going to be a game where a smart coach takes that run game away from them and says, okay, Zach has to beat us. And can he do that? Or the defense is going to have a bad day at some point, and the Jets are going to have to score 35 points to win a game. I'm not sure they can do that.
What do you think is the key so far to the Jets' great play this season? Is it the coaching? Is it the defense? What would you say it is?
Their running attack has been dominant the whole year. So I feel like if they just keep running the ball, offensive line, even with all the injuries, still doing their thing. So I feel like that's really what's been driving them to these victories, getting that running game going. The defense is lights out as well. So yeah.
Can you talk about the coaching? A lot of people were down on Robert Saleh after his first year. What have you seen from him being able to turn the team around and obviously get them to play the way they are playing now, especially on defense?
Well, I think he's got a good esprit de corps type of managing. I mean, he's a player's coach, and I think a lot of the stuff, supported them by saying, I'm going to be taking receipts because they were being critical. So I think that he really showed his players that he's really behind them. And until they just start to win, no one's going to believe that. And so I think he's had that good support for the players.
So can you talk about how does the team, feel about Robert Saleh, and do you feel like obviously the players are responding and buying into his message?
Well, I definitely think, you're clearly seeing that on the field after the loss to the Ravens. The players have really, wanting to have his back. I think it's showing up there on the field. I know they started the season 1 and 2, but since that point and since Zach Wilson has come back, you've really seen this team have a different type of spark, especially on the defensive side of the ball there. But yeah, the players really love Robert Saleh. They back him. They enjoy the coaching staff as a whole, and you can see the players having fun out there.
Jets, Jets.